Come have some fun and watch some games. Time to get crazy. It's night and day. Yeah. Hello everyone, I'm Robert Knight. Brief mysterious pause. Looks both ways. Alright, so yeah, this time we're here to play Plants vs. Zombies 1. It's a throwback, it's a classic, it's amazing. So yeah, welcome to the world of Plants vs. Zombies. A world of cuteness and carnage. A world of agriculture and artillery. A world of plants and zombies. Plants vs. Zombies has spawned this entire freaking franchise now, but this is where it all started. The original game, we're gonna dive in. Classic. And as much as that laugh might make you think this is a classic horror game, it's not, as you can see from this quick little demo that they just put on the screen. It's pure chaos, silly cartoony zombies, silly cartoony plants. Oh yeah. Nicely done. You have collect the sun. So yeah, the sun falls from the sky. You use the sun as your economy in this game. That's the resource that you can use. Once you have enough sun, you can plant more plants. Sun will fall gradually from the sky. Zombies will go and gradually attack your home. If they reach the end of this, you lose. Well, first, see this lawnmower here? You've got a little bit of a safety cushion. So you don't lose immediately. The first zombie that reaches the end triggers the lawnmower runs him over, and everybody in the row. And yeah, the second zombie that gets past will absolutely just destroy you. So what you do is you click the sun as it falls. You can also make plants that generate sun. Speak of the devil, here it is, sunflower. Usually you earn a new plant when you beat a level, at least for the standard playthrough. Then there's a harder playthrough. Sunflower is the plant that you plant that gives you sun. It's the standard economy of the game. So this tutorial mode is super easy. In fact, Plants vs. Zombies 1, they're going to give us additional lanes. Eventually we'll have 5. Sunflowers are an extremely important plant. Try to plant at least 3 of them. So it gives you a little bit, every level gives you a little bit of time before the zombies start rolling out. And what you generally do is you plant a few sunflowers, and then once your economy is moving to a sufficient degree, you start planting offensive plants as needed as the zombies roll in. You don't often need more than a full column of sunflowers. So yeah, this game, as I was saying, the main game is fairly easy. I would say it is a very good introduction to the tower defense genre. This is basically Plants vs. Zombies is a very creative spin on the tower defense game, where you have resources that allows you to build your towers. Your towers defeat the automatically spawning or potentially randomly spawning enemies that keep attacking and charging you. And yeah, in this game, the spin is that it's all done instead of with lasers and, you know, blasters and ammo and anything like that. Tanks, warfare, machinations of devastation. This game is all plants. So it's the friendly, all green, eco-friendly method of self-preservation during the apocalypse. I'm not sure if they ever go into the extent of the apocalypse in this game. It's not really something that is story-based. But it is an excellent introduction for getting kids into, or anyone into strategy-based games, tower defense-based games especially. These intro levels are, you know, cake in a cake basket, and the full first playthrough is fairly tame. There are a couple of levels where they'll up the difficulty on you, and then there is a hard mode after you beat the original, where they ramp stuff up. But yeah, Plants vs. Zombies is extremely successful. Here, lead the charge, buddy. Go in front. You can't plant another friend, but you know, sometimes You can't plant after the war is over also, just to show it. But yeah, some people are a big... The sun will stop being produced after the last zombie has been destroyed, so you can't just keep going ad infinitum. But here we go. Every board you beat, you get a reward. Cherry Bomb's a cool plant. This plant explodes, and like the other plants, blows up all zombies in an area. So unlike the other plants that we've seen so far, the Pea Shooter's the standard. Oh, see these dudes with traffic cones on their heads? Now, more than just being completely silly and hilarious, those guys, the traffic cone actually gives them an extra layer of defense, so they're harder to defeat. So, yeah, this game is a lot of fun, very successful. It spawned a whole series now. I'm gonna explain some of the stuff as I play, even though, you know, it is most people who would see this have probably are already familiar with the game. You wouldn't necessarily need an explanation, but I'll go over basics and concepts just in case for people who don't. So it takes 10 pea shooter pea shots to defeat a regular standard zombie like this. So as long as you plant a plant or a pea shooter when the zombie is about 4 squares ahead, you'll be able to take him out before he gets to your plant. If the zombie does actually get to your plant, then the zombie will start eating your plant, and the zombies defeat the plants pretty quickly unless you have... There are a few special plants that are geared towards defense that can have a lot more HP, basically. So yeah, I'll be going over some basics as if you haven't played the game before, and then just powering through the game in general, and showing you pretty much everything that there is to see in the original Plants vs. Zombies. It is such a fun game, and something extremely fun about the original Plants vs. Zombies, as long as you have 2 pea shooters when the cone head is over here, then he won't reach them. So we'll be totally fine. Oh, off goes the cone, and then he'll only be able to take 10 more shots. So we may or may not actually need a cherry bomb in this early tutorial level. You can see here the progress of the level. Oh, I can't really... My mouse cursor isn't showing up. I wonder if I can change the setting on that, or if you would even want me to. You can let me know if you think it'd be better for me to show where my mouse is. But in the bottom right is where I was trying to indicate with my mouse. But you can play this on, you know, a PC with a mouse, or you can play it on mobile where you're just, you know, using your finger to tap everything. But yeah, so what I was trying to indicate was in the bottom right, you see this little zombie head going across. That's your level status progress meter. So that shows you how close you are to the end of the level. And once there's a red flag, once you hit a red flag in the progress meter, that means a large attack is coming. Some levels only have 1, like this one. Some levels have a ton of the red flags. Now I'll just show off the cherry bomb. It takes out everybody. Boom. The utter devastation! Cherry bombs hit 3 rows worth of zombies. You never really want to plant the cherry bomb on the highest or absolute lowest row, because even if there's a big dude here who you want to take out, who has a lot of health, you should still put it slightly above him, so it can, you know, hit a wider area. And yeah, we're going to grab this. We didn't really need a cherry bomb on that level, but might as well show it off. So, Walnut, this is your first defensive plant, like I was just saying. Are you going to roll out the red carpet for me now? Are we on the real deal? Almost the real deal? There we go. Now we're playing the real Plants vs. Zombies, pretty much. So you usually start out with a sunflower, maybe 3 before the zombies start rolling in. And in this game, sun comes in increments of 25. In Plants vs. Zombies 2, they come in increments of 50. Oh yeah, another thing about this game, which is really good, is that the, what do you call it? The music in Plants vs. Zombies 1 is phenomenal. It's so good. So part of the good part about Plants vs. Zombies 2 is that they added a lot of variety in terms of the different challenges that they have you complete. So some of Plants vs. Zombies 2 can be a lot more challenging, especially if you don't use upgrades, and they're kind of, you know, auto win things that you can pay for with in-game currency, that sort of thing. But the game can be beat without that stuff, and it's more challenging if you do it that way. But yeah, there's a lot more random challenges they do, like don't let the zombies attack these specific sorts of plants and things like that. But one thing that 2 does not have is the same charm as the original in terms of the music. Oh, I planted them here in the center, and now I get top row and row 4. What's with that? What is with that? But we'll be okay if this guy gets close enough, which he absolutely won't before we get 100. But if he did, we could just drop a walnut anyway. So the sun will disappear if you actually let it sit there and don't click it. Click it or take it. Sure. Doesn't really matter. Are we going to be able to use a wall here? I guess I could start planting walls. I don't think that we're going to necessarily find a need to plant walls, but I'll just show them off. So you basically, the setup is you usually put your economy plants, the sunflowers, sun producing plants, it's not always sunflowers. You put those in the back. And then you put offensive plants in front of them and defensive plants in the very front. There are exceptions to that, but that's the general path to success. So yeah, it looks like we won't really need anything. The walls won't come into play on this level, but I might plant one out front just to show the zombies chewing on something. Maybe the final wave will have more than enough cone heads in one row to justify using, or to require using a wall. If not, I'll just throw one out there so you can see the zombies kind of nibbling on it. Alright, dude. Take a nap, little zombie. Alright, here's the final wave. So yeah, this is a great introductory game. Great for kids, great for anybody learning, wants to just check out the, not really RTS genre, real-time strategy. Really, there's no cone heads? Okay, here you go. Alright guys, so if you make it to the walnut, we'll let this cone head nibble on the walnut. So this will be the defense that we're talking about here. He'll get stuck, and the walnut has a lot of health. He would have eaten, you know, a pea shooter 2 times over by now. But for the walnut, he just starts doing some damage, but he won't take it out. So, and the walnut actually shows you the animation. Unlike the offensive plants or the sunflowers, the walnut shows you can see the top of his head is damaged. So he'll gradually get more and more damage as the game progresses. Shovel! You got a shovel, baby? Can you dig it? Let you dig up a plant to make room for another plant. Now, that is a ability up here, yeah. Oh, here's Crazy Dave. He is awesome. He is your neighbor, and he's not of sound mind. His hat is a pot. It's better than a tinfoil hat. It is, anyway, he's completely crazy. His voice is great. His animation is great. And he was such a great character that they kind of overdid him in Plants vs. Zombies 2. But in this game, he's phenomenal. Just the right amount of crazy. And he makes things fun as we go along. Let's hear what he's got to say. Greetings, neighbor. This is Crazy Dave. But you can just call me Crazy Dave. Listen, I've got a surprise for you. But first I'll need you to clear your lawn. Use your shovel and dig up those plants. That's it, taking commands! Rah-rah-roh is what he said. That means a lot of things in Crazy Dave Ease. So yeah, that's one of his go-to things. Alright, so you can click the shovel to pick it up and click on a plant and it will remove the plant. Now, normally this is not something that you would really want to do. what you can do is you start building a garden with some weaker offensive plants to stave off the zombie, and then dig those up in the back and replace them with some super powerful offensive plants later as the level progresses. You don't have to do that strategy, but that is one way to use the shovel. You obviously don't want to just plant a lot of high quality plants and then use the shovel and dig everything up and throw it away. You can do that, but then, you know, I'll hand you your pot and you can, you know, move in with Crazy Dave. Okay, good enough for the surprise. We're going bowling! Here, take this walnut. Why did I put a walnut into your hand? Because I'm crazy! Now go! Bowl me a winner! Alright, so Crazy Dave. He is awesome. What an excellent character. So, this level is Walnut Bowling. So much like Dave said, we're going to be going a bowling. And this conveyor belt is a way that they give you plants on certain levels where you don't need sun. It just automatically gives you the plants, and you will be able to plant your garden any way you want. But the walnuts on this level are different from the walnuts on most of the other levels. Because this time when you plant a walnut, it doesn't just defend, it goes a-rolling. And the reason I'm waiting a little bit there is because if you wait till the zombies get close, they still have to get past your lawnmowers for them to defeat you on the level. You have to plant your bowling walnut on the left side. Oh, almost. But the longer you wait, the more zombies will be here, and there's a higher amount of chance that you're like that the bowling ball walnut will hit more than one zombie. So I generally, for the hard level of this, which there is a hard level of walnut bowling, which is a great sentence to be able to say, sometimes life is very entertaining. So for the hard level of walnut bowling, you really have to conserve and save those walnuts. This sentence gets getting better. But it's true. So you have to conserve and conserve, and that's why I'm waiting instead of just playing every single walnut. I'm more, I guess, used to that. So the red is called an explodo nut. You can see over there when I'm highlighting it. You can't see where my mouse is that I'm highlighting with, but you get the idea. So the exploding one does just what it says on the tin. It will do a big cherry bomb explosion on the zombies. So big damage, big prizes. I love it. Yeah, that was an homage to Sir Ron Lionheart at the very beginning of the episode, just in case anybody is concerned about that. Alright, so let's actually... Oh, the bar is full. Let's just show this off. So you don't want to sit so long that your conveyor belt fills up, because then you're just not getting walnuts. The ideal thing is to sit until it's like got just enough room for one or two, and then once you're at that level, go ahead and throw. Or if they get close enough where you're forced to actually use the ammo, then yeah, absolutely let her rip. Don't let the zombies get over to the lawnmowers. So yeah, this game is great. There are some insane things like Walnut Bowling. Alright, come on everybody. So you can place your bowling ball, your walnut, anywhere on the left of the red line. Here, let's do a demo. No, left of the bowling line. And yes, they still do have large, huge wave attacks, even in Walnut Bowling mode. Of course the zombies are going to obey. Oh, it's the final wave already. Okay. Zombies are going to obey the rules of their own game. But yeah, this is why you want to save and conserve, because every one of these will hit more than one guy. Like that. Bing, bong, bing. And then you'll get more mileage out of every little walnut. Alright, everybody. You guys all see ya. And a well-placed Explodo nut. I guess we don't have to be super conservative because it's the end of the level, so we'll just say see ya, and we're done. The actual hard levels of Walnut Bowling can get pretty challenging, where you really have to conserve and save your walnuts. Oh, Potato Mine! Potato Mine. I've got a nice spot in my heart for Potato Mine. Because my little Espondo loves it so much. He used to pretend to be a potato mine and say, tato, 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 tato. Alright, so Potato Mine is a very cute little plant. You can see here in his little face with his little tooth, he pops up. And he is an incredibly dangerous explosive. that's going to do it for this episode of Plants vs. Zombies 1. We're going to keep going and do the next levels. There's also a night level, or actually, there are several tiers of level. They change it up more than just the different kind of zombies attacking your lawn. There's also nighttime levels with completely different plants that you use because there's no sun or sun functions completely differently at night. And there's levels where the zombies start attacking your backyard and you have to deal with zombies going into your pool. And then so they do change up the formula a lot and they make you think in different ways. So it's a lot of fun. It's a terrific game. I definitely recommend it if you can. I believe it's free to play on mobile devices, and you can also get it on Steam. But yeah, it's an amazing game. So that's going to do it for this episode of Plants vs. Zombies. Please tune in next time for some more plants and some more zombie carnage as we just knock some heads off of some crazy undead. See you guys next time. Little repeater action. We did get our snow peas early enough to make that difference matter. I mean, hey everybody. Ba-boom.